What a fun game.
If you'd have switched it to yellow there, Nick, I would have won the first time around. I should have said, I should have kept my mouth shut. I got greedy.
Top deck again! No, dude. I should have.
Keep counting.
Just took it.
Keep counting. Keep counting, bitch. Keep counting.
I should have just assumed the position. I'm sorry.
Hey, Nick. You think in this supposed multiverse of madness, there's a universe where I'm not fucking, like, miserable right now?
Probably. Like a universe where you always get enough sleep.
That does not exist.
Yeah.
No.
I don't feel like that's me either.
But either way. Yeah.
I've effed up my sleep schedule again, too.
God damn it.
I keep waking up to feed my cat at 10, and then I'm just like, I'm tired, and I go back to bed. And today I didn't wake back up till 5, and I was like, poopy.
Well, for me, it's just like, the very moment I think I got my sleep schedule under control, all of a sudden, life's just like, oh, by the way, we need you awake at the exact opposite time of which you're awake right now. It's like, okay.
That seems to happen to me, too.
And I'm just like, okay, so I have 3 days to fix my sleep schedule to get to this. It doesn't happen, and I wind up just staying up late, and then that's just like the entire production that we did with Jacob and them, the SCP film that we made. It was like, oh, hey, I guess maybe I'll be able to get some sleep. No, instead I basically stayed up straight for almost 3 days, and the times I did actually get to sleep were just like a little bit in between here and there, and then next thing you know, waking right back up, going right back to it, and it sucked.
At least you get like a nice sleep deprived look to your character that you're playing.
I guess maybe that'll just add to the performance. Other than that, I don't know.
He'll look more like he has issues he's trying to deal with and shit.
Yeah, make it. I'm sorry. Yeah. So if you watched our short film and my character looks like he wants to, that's why. So yeah. Anywho. Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. I'm very excited to see this trailer. I am very excited to see what they're going to be doing. And, yeah, I'm just ready to get into it. How about you?
Yep.
Let's kick it.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then... the nightmare begins.
Yeah.
I did what I had to do to protect our world.
You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Okay.
Whoa!
Damn!
What the fuck?
Fuck me.
Things just got out of hand.
Yeah.
You break the rules. Look out! And become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. That doesn't seem fair.
Well, there's a bit of a difference on how you both did it. Ooh. Damn.
The visuals in this just look stupid insane.
Yes. And also, that's a lot sooner than I was expecting.
Hell yeah.
May 6th, that's less than, like, 3 months.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors about it. The trailers, it looks like, are being very careful not to spoil any of those potential rumors if they were true.
And that's good. That's good. I'm glad that that's the case.
Everybody's talking about, well, it's a multiverse thing. There's a potentiality of, like, all these different characters from different Marvel things just making, like, cameos. And I'm just like, I don't know exactly how much of that they'll actually try to do.
Well, we saw an alternate version of Steven where he's basically a tyrant. It was like, things just got out of hand. And basically, you know, I mean, again, Steven
they're also
is just human.
acting like they're blaming this on him. Like he opened this up, but it's like, it kind of makes me think of like the things that happen in Loki, and it's like, do you want to tell them or should I? Like,
well, and here's the crazy thing. There were 2 main instances of Strange breaking reality. The first one was when he literally reversed time and basically bargained with Dormammu to leave our reality alone in the first Doctor Strange film. The second time that I can think of was when he basically gave in to Peter Parker's request of fixing things in his personal timeline, and at the end of it, Strange, for the most part, looked like he had fixed it. And Wanda,
when was that?
That was in the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh, of course.
That you haven't seen yet.
I haven't fucking seen.
But then, of course, there's also Wanda talking about, you know, you break reality, you're a hero. I do it, and I'm the villain. Here's the difference. Strange never took people hostage when he did that. She willingly took people hostage and made them believe a fantasy and warped their minds into thinking like what she was doing was, or what they were seeing was real. And
it was all for personal gain because she couldn't cope with her grief.
And that's the thing. That doesn't.
What he was doing, he was attempting to actually save everybody. So, I think that's the difference.
I think that's a pretty big difference. And also, not only that, but Wanda. Say what you will about her. I mean, you know, I don't hate Wanda. I mean, I understand why she did what she did. But again, she's someone who doesn't accept the responsibility of her powers. Whereas I think Strange, this is going to be like when the bill comes as. Mordo said in the previous Doctor Strange film, the bill comes due. I think this is when Doctor Strange's bill is going to come due, and he's going to have to confront the monstrous consequences that he has created from his actions. And even though, you know, the intentions are always good. I mean, hell, the path to hell is often paved with the best of intentions. And I'm thinking that's what happened with Doctor Strange, is that, you know, in his attempt to save everybody, to save the world, to make everything right, he created alternate realities that basically are fucked because of him. It's like Flashpoint, almost. I don't know if you ever read up on Flashpoint or anything like that. That's one of the most...
Remember, I don't read comics.
Oh, yeah. Well, in the DC...
too many of them. Too many of them aren't canon. Too many of them...
Well, and this is...
Too many of them in general. I got other shit to do. I ain't got time for that.
And that's fair. That's fair. For me...
I don't know how people who read comics do it. It has to be their only hobby if that's what they do.
Sometimes.
If they keep up with them anyways.
Well, sometimes. You see, here's the thing. With comic books, basically whatever the most popular thing is what's happened. For instance, Flashpoint. Flashpoint was, when it was written, like, everyone was just like, oh, you know, Flash basically creates all these alternate timelines.
Wasn't the Dark Knight by
Frank Miller?
Frank Miller, one of the most popular ones, and yet it's not what happened. It's not
canon. It's considered canon.
It's not what I heard.
There's people out there who can say what they want, but the mass majority of the Batman fandom consider it canon, as well as Batman Year One. As well as, the Killing Joke, which, again, missed opportunity.
I don't really consider fandom canon to be the real canon.
Well, but here's
canon
the thing.
is what the companies that make it consider.
But
because
here's
that
the thing:
means that's what will be
the
expanded
companies
on.
are kind of like slaves to what their audience wants, because
Not necessarily, because where's the Frank Miller sequel?
it exists. It came out. The Dark Knight Returns too. It came out.
Oh, fair enough.
And look, dude, whatever the demands are that people want to follow in terms of continuums, overall, like the comic book continuum is inspired by certain things. For instance, when
and yet they keep doing like crazy fucking stupid shit that everybody like acts like they don't want.
Well, and you see
didn't ask for
that's a massive backlash, and you see that happens. Yeah. That's just like Peter Parker's One More Day, the Spider-Man, the supposed ending of Peter Parker being Spider-Man that was so fucking hated by the fandom that basically Marvel had to be like, well, shit, okay, that actually didn't happen, guys. You know, that was just us playing a joke on you. And it's like, no, you're kind of full of shit. You wanted to end the Peter Parker saga right here and there, and it didn't work. And again, it's just sometimes the fandom gets it right, sometimes the fandom gets it wrong. How comic book lore unfolds is literally, it's sort of like to the cosmic winds. That's what this is. And again,
it's still too complex for me to deal with.
I have trouble deciphering and discerning, because I go to comic book conventions, and there are some people who are like, Frank Miller's Batman comics should not even be considered like actual comics. They should be considered like strong fan fictions. I'm just like, dude, you're talking about Frank Miller, arguably one of the greatest comic book writers of all time. And just because of the fact that you don't like the fact that he whipped Superman's ass multiple times, you automatically just want to dispel it and get rid of it. You're not the authority on who decides that. No one is. The fandom sort of decides on its own through like just genuine interest. That's really it. But in terms of my interest in this, I'm very interested. I'm interested to see how Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness is going to unfurl, and I hope that it doesn't break our minds when it happens. So anyway, I think that's gonna do it.
Honestly, I think the MCU is getting close to starting to break my mind because there's so much stuff. It's hard to remember everything.
And then there's the whole Loki situation.
For someone with a bad memory like me, I'm just like, so many things have happened and are going to happen. And Jesus Christ.
Jesus de Cristo.
Yeah.
It's probably never going to go back to normal. Ever.
Yeah, it still looks fucking cool, but
I'm
just kind of like, I'm going to get lost at some point, I feel like.
Yeah.
I already feel like I'm getting a little lost, maybe. I'm not sure. So it's that thing where you've walked into the woods for a little bit and you're like, I still don't know how to get back home. Don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
you keep walking for a bit. And then what happens?
It's like, I know this place like the back of my hand. Oh, hey, that's new.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, everyone.
Was that mole there before?
Anyway, everyone, thank you all very much for tuning in. And until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
We'll see you, everybody. Peace.